Welcome to the Give to Get podcast, where we believe in serving others before ourselves. I'm your host, Billy Courtright, and each week I'll be sharing insights, inspiration, and wisdom from thought leaders, colleagues, and clients who have helped shape my journey. This podcast is all about embodying the giver's gain mentality, showing up with a heart to truly serve others and add value before ever expecting anything in return. We'll explore how best to apply this to modern marketing strategies, business growth tactics, personal development principles, and how to live life on purpose. So get ready to be enlightened, equipped, and motivated as we discuss books, courses, and philosophies that can elevate your business, relationships, health, and overall quality of life. Whether you're an entrepreneur, professional, or just someone seeking continuous growth, this is your weekly dose of value-packed content. Hello, world. Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Give to Get podcast. I'm Billy Courtright. Each week, I'll be coming to you and all of our listeners and viewers on YouTube and sharing with you the information, inspiration, and influence that I can glean from the thought leaders that I'm blessed to be associated with the colleagues that I'm so fortunate to work with, and the clients that have allowed me to help them bridge the gap between where they are and where they ultimately want to be. The Give to Get podcast came out of an idea that value in this game of marketing, and in business for that matter, needs to start with value exchange first. Show up ready to serve. Give, and then get, as Alex Hormozi once said. He actually once said, give, and you never even have to ask. And I love that. Gary Vee once said, jab, right hook. Other colleagues I've worked for in the past have always thought, hey, you need to come bringing value, humor, enlightenment, information before you give an opportunity for a client or an organization to engage. I think fundamentally what this is about is that giver's gain mentality, the idea that if I show up with a heart to serve, if I show up trying to help people to lighten their load or grease their skids or just in any way be of support or service, eventually, when there's an opportunity for us to grow, people will rain upon us whatever it is that we need to bridge our gap. So Give to Get is really just about providing you with the tools and resources, the introductions, the interviews, the thought leaders, the cheat codes, so that as we run our business, build our organizations, and really impact the lives that we can through our foundations, charities, nonprofits, whatever it is that draws the most of our attention and passion, we want to make sure that we're showing up with the giver mentality. The Give to Get podcast is really all about marketing, but it's modern marketing. It's marketing in today's world where everybody's tuned into the same station. That station is WIIFM. What's in it for me? When we show up to an organization or a meeting with a heart to serve, with an interest in really helping people, helping to understand what it is they want to get out of this relationship, what it is that they want to get out of this work together, what it is that they want to get out of this initiative, what's going to happen is we're going to find out that to the degree we help others, we are helped, we are supported, we will grow. So Give to Get is a marketing podcast. It is a business podcast. It will be a health, wealth, and relationships podcast, because as I, Billy Courtright, looking at 50 this coming year, having been a marketer for the better part of my entire professional career, and now off on my own, building an agency and a technology service and a consultancy and defining my impact for not only my boys and my family, my lovely wife, Danielle, but how am I going to be remembered in the professional community? How am I going to be remembered in my personal community? How am I going to be remembered in my kids' school community, in my church community? I think this all matters. And at this stage of my life, I'm looking to just roll it all up and bring it to you each week. There's going to be a topic. The topics are going to change. But as I said, it's really in the spirit of how can we show up to serve? How can we show up to share? How can we show up to give? And as we give, we will get information. We will be inspired. We will be provided with influence, the influence that we need at that perfect moment to increase our mass so that our force becomes so great that we can actually move the business obstacle. We can learn how to navigate that relationship turmoil. We can figure out how best to support our colleagues, our team members, our coworkers, our employees, our clients. This is going to be fun, I promise. but really, it's really everything that is me as a person and as a professional. When I thought about my next chapter professionally, I looked at what do I want to do? Who do I want to serve? What can I offer? What can I bring to the table that people are going to genuinely appreciate, be enlightened by? Some of the things are going to be thought provoking. Some of these things are going to be enlightening. Some of these conversations are going to be new, and some of these are going to be old hat. I've been following thought leaders and personal professional development individuals and gurus forever, all the way going back to Napoleon Hill and Norman Vincent Peale, Dale Carnegie, all the way up to today's thought leaders, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson, Alex Hormozi, Cole Gordon, all of them. We're better because of the people we associate with and the books we read or listen to. We're going to talk about those books. We're going to talk about those courses. We're going to talk about those strategic alliance partnerships, those joint venture opportunities that can be super impactful as we try to grow in our business and in our life. Listen, there's no such thing as work-life balance. We wake up, we go out, and we live. We live, and as we live, we may work. We may be with our family. We may love. We may support. We may tithe our time or give to our community. But at the end of the day, we look back at that day and we either feel like we gave something or we took something. And every day, I want to make sure that as we're on this podcast and as we're delivering the services to our clients and community, we're showing up to give. And as we give, we will get. It is so exciting for me to finally launch this podcast. It is my commitment to you that this podcast will be delivered on a weekly basis, primarily to make sure that our clients and community understand all the nuance to establishing a really high value message, to really understanding our personal brand, to understanding who we best serve, to really clear through the noise and clutter to make sure that our vision and our values are clearly defined and easily understood. And we believe that this podcast is going to help not only our clients and colleagues, but anybody who finds it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you consume this stuff. We want to make sure that you can be left to feel inspired, that you can feel like this was 20 or 30 minutes that was well worth your time. Yes, I'm a marketer. Yes, I'm a career sales professional. Yes, I'm a husband and a father. I'm a believer and I'm a proud member of the marketing community. I can't wait to impact the lives of many, many more as we help them to use modern technology, modern marketing, modern communications, and modern messaging to successfully bridge that gap, the gap that exists between where you and your organization are, where you and your relationships are, where you and your spirituality are, and where you ultimately want them to be. Growth is about bridging gaps. It's about first identifying where you want to be and then crafting a course to get you there. But guess what? You don't have to go it alone. There are people out there that are dying to help you. I've been blessed with super mentors in my life. Some of them we're going to bring on. There are so many people I can't wait to invite to interview on this podcast. People that I know you're going to love, books that you're going to want to read, courses you're going to want to take, YouTube videos you're going to want to sit and watch. We are going to be just a beacon of light for people that are looking for quality input. You know, somebody once said to me a few years back now that, Billy, you could have anything you want. You can accomplish anything you want in life based on the people you associate with and the books you read. Well, listen, I have done my darndest to surround myself with awesome people. People living a life that I admire, not necessarily just delivering an income to their family that I admire, but people that are genuinely living an ethical, honorable lifestyle. And for those people, I can learn a great deal. So it is my commitment to you that I'm going to be bringing those people that have mentored me and influenced me. Some are going to be old friends. Some are going to be family members. And some of them might be strangers that I just met as a result of this podcast. In any event, you're going to witness those conversations with me. They are going to be impactful. They are going to be incredible, and they're going to be memorable. And they're going to serve as a legacy for not only this work that we do, but for hopefully for work that I leave on this community, when I decide to retire one day. So very exciting stuff. The second part of this is, the books we read. Listen, reading's different today. I don't read as much as I once did. I have an Audible subscription. I watch YouTube. I'm a ravenous learner. Thank you, Cole Gordon, for that inspiration. But I am a ravenous learner. I seek to get information wherever I can get it. And today, there's information everywhere. Some may even say information overload. But still, there needs to be an oasis. There needs to be a place on the internet, on YouTube, on podcast land, where you can get some good doses of good information, something that might give you a little pick up in your step, a little hitch in your giddy up needs to get rectified. You need that idea that gets rid of that writer's block or that stagnation in your business. And hopefully we can provide you with that inspiration. So you'll hear me say some Billyisms over and over again, whether it's credibility plus relatability equals opportunity, whether it's give to get, whether it's seek first to understand, whether it's information and influence and inspiration wrapped all into one. The values that I'm going to bring to this podcast are going to be all about service, all about education, all about understanding, hopefully mentorship, relationship, fun. We want to have a good time. We want to make it entertaining. We want my humor, wherever it is, to come out at times. We want the humor and the passion of the guests that we interview to come out as well. And at the end of the day, we want to glean some best practices. We want to give and share ideas. But ultimately, we want to become better so that we can be better. Because at the end of all of this, we have to collectively not only support one another, but we should be supporting the causes we hold dear. A friend of mine, a brother of mine, a mentor of mine once said that as we improve ourselves, we are called to improve our business. And as we improve our business, we are called to benefit our community and society at large. So first, we have to work on ourselves, become the best version of ourselves. And we're going to talk about that, whether that's health, whether that's wealth, whether that's relationships, or just marketing understanding or growth technology or growth ideas. We're going to talk about those things. But we're also going to talk about the business, the hardcore business operations and processes, whether it's StratPro or EOS or eMyth or Vistage or EO, wherever it is that you're getting tuned up, whatever network or mastermind that you use to really create an efficient operating system that is either your personal life, your professional life, or your business life. We're going to talk about those things as well. And then finally, we're going to talk about the community. What are we doing to leave this world better than we found it? If you're serving, I don't care who you're serving. If you're serving 30s, 40s, 50s, all the way down to teenagers, people today, especially young people, they're making decisions with their purchasing dollars, not just based on the quality of your products or the attraction to your messaging, but also based on what are you doing to serve your community, either locally, nationally, or globally. That corporate social responsibility is not lost on me. We can be better as a whole. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Profit is not a bad word. I'm all about making as much money as you possibly can. But I do know from a business standpoint, doing good is good for business. It's good for messaging. It's good for PR. It's good for growth, and it's good for association. And again, based on the people we surround ourselves with, the input that we receive, whether that's from books, podcasts, or YouTube shows, or even television or Netflix, wherever you get it, we're going to be talking about those things on this podcast. It'll be a little pop culture. It'll be a little bit personal development. It'll be a little spiritual enlightenment, but it's going to be all me, because that's my life as a father and as a husband, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a consultant, as a speaker, as a believer, as a networker, as a reader, as a learner. All the things that go through my life and my mind and my body each and every day is just a real source for hopefully what will be some entertaining conversation and enlightening nuggets here and there. So that's my goal. That's my goal. This is episode 1. This is the Give to Get podcast. And I promise you, I will be practicing what I preach, drinking my Kool-Aid, eating my dog food. I will be giving it 100% every time, every episode, in hopes that I can receive your approval going forward. And the way I know that is if you're sharing this and if you're liking this and you're not keeping us a secret, if you're giving us comments, if you're asking us questions, if you're volunteering to come on the podcast, I'm going to know that this has been worthwhile. But I'm in no hurry. We're going to build this over time. We're going to find our voice. We're going to find our way. And we're going to find a whole lot of fun in the process. So again, this is the Give to Get podcast. This is Billy Courtright, and I could not be more grateful for the opportunity to share space with you in hopes that we together could rise. Because you know what? A rising tide lifts all ships. And in this case, I'm one of them as well. I'll talk to you soon. Well, that's another jam-packed episode. I hope you walked away inspired with some fresh ideas and perspectives to apply in your own life and work. Remember, at the core of the Give to Get philosophy is the belief that when we show up to serve others first, we'll receive immense fulfillment and growth in return. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be incredibly grateful if you could leave a review, share it with someone who could benefit, or simply hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Let's spread this movement of servant leadership, performance excellence, and operating with empathy and love in all that we do. Until next time, keep giving to get. I'm Billy Courtright, and I'll catch you on the next installment of the Give to Get podcast. Bye now.